can you go in and dig down into that a bit deeper about, you said chin up, for example, right? So like,
Yeah.
what do you mean about the difference between chin up and whatever else that you have
Yes.
in there? Like
Well,
dive
I'm
into
going
that.
to show you a slide because, Daniel Siegel and Tina Bryson are people that I've studied with. And I love Daniel Siegel's model of the downstairs, upstairs brain. So when I started intervening and doing these simple breathe, move, rest strategies, what I was working with was the downstairs part of the brain, the part of the brain that needs to be regulated. So just repeat after me. And this is Bruce Perry's work. So I love to take the theorists out there. He, as a psychiatrist that wrote the book with Oprah Winfrey, What Happened to You? And it's the neurosequential model of therapeutics. Regulate, relate, reason. So regulate, this is the downstairs brain. Regulate. When we're able to regulate, we're able to come into relationship and feel safe. And then we're able to reason, executive functioning, right? So here's the thing I was doing, Veronica, what I was saying is upstairs intervention. I was talking to kids and doing all this stuff here, but they were not regulated to access these skills. So when I studied, I took a year off. I actually had a year sabbatical to research what was going on around the country with mindfulness movement and really what I would call mental health and physical health. I realized the things that I was doing just naturally were the things that regulate the downstairs brain. So, like diaphragmatic breathing, that is the fastest way to get to the present moment and to really get the nervous system to regulate and to slow down. We get what's called the parasympathetic nervous system online, the rest and digest, or what we call stay and play. This movement, which I'm going to show you, this yoga-based movement, creates what we call a relaxed alert state. So when we think about ADHD, it's like the body and the mind is it's not discerning, it's kind of taking all this information in. So when we get into regulated movement, it creates a body that's relaxed and it really just brings blood flow to the front of the brain. You'll see some tapping, which is a great way to pay attention, easily tapping, which lowers cortisol levels, heavy work, which you'll see today when I talk about like push-ups, pushing against the wall. It's like input into the joints. So if you think about fidgets for kids, they're getting that squish, right? We can do that with our own body with no one knowing we're doing it, or actually some bigger movements where teachers or the whole class is doing it, guided imagery, music, etc. So that's what I mean when we started doing, like I was literally doing chin up, kind of this kind of intervention when we need to be doing here. And this is the same for parents. Because as parents, I'm a parent of two, so I get you. Here's the deal, like we are going to flip our lid. We are going to not be in our upstairs brain either because we're getting frustrated and overwhelmed and our tolerance levels like this. And so then we get out of relationship too because of our nervous system.